Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Cavett.
Please, the fun's over now. It's time to start the show. Oh, wait, that sounds bad. Is it hot out? Man, it's murder here. It's really hot. By the way, we've been asked, if you want to respond during the show, please do so instantly, because every time we have to use the applause sign, a couple in New Jersey, their vibrator goes out. And, they complained about that last night. I don't know what it's about, but say the segment of our show with Rod Serling was taped tomorrow and will be played live yesterday. Now, you should have done a weird chord. You see, a sort of Twilight Zone.
All our chords are weird chords.
That's true. So what am I asking? If I want sound effects, I'll ask for them. Now, that's bad taste to do a siren while I'm talking.
I have another sound effect.
Huh?
I have another sound effect.
I'll bet you do.
Yes. Would you like to hear it?
Well, yeah, what is this? Your show now, huh? Let's hear it. Oh, that's funny. They used to do that when the monologue died once or twice. Hey, listen, I have something to show you. You know the chest... Where's my stuff? Oh, here it is. Pardon me. Pretend I'm not walking over here, but that I'm actually standing over there. We make the show up as we go along. This is... Say, you know the chess tournament is... I'm amazed how many fans there are of the chess tournament. And people who knew nothing about chess have taken a tremendous interest in it. And I, who know... Well, let me read you this wire that we got from Reykjavik, which is quite timely. Well, this is not a wire to us. It's on the AP wire service. Just came in. Unpredictable Bobby Fischer threatened today to withdraw from the World Chess Championship unless world champion Boris Spassky changes his name to Mrs. Evelyn Greenspan. Veteran chess analysts at the scene are baffled, and the only explanation offered so far is that the 29-year-old challenger may have gotten a bit of bad reindeer meat. Playing a major competition in Iceland has presented other problems. Boris Spassky, practicing for the 5th game on his hotel terrace, lost his composure briefly when his lucky rook was eaten by a yak. A member of the Russian Grandmaster's entourage was later seen loitering near the yak's cage with a large tub of prune mash. Now, that's quite startling, but I feel that since there is all this interest in chess, that I, who know nothing about it, would be the logical person to explain something about it, because I think it's a service that television has overlooked. Now, I asked for some explanation of the game, because I don't know how to play it, and our research department, after a long lunch... am I turning this wrong now? Where should I stand? Right here? Would this be okay? Yeah. Okay, they have given me an explanation, but you'll have to help me with this, because I may make some mistakes here. Here we have the chessboard. It's 64 squares and 32 pieces. Am I right so far? Or more tastefully, 32 chessmen. Or if Gloria Steinem is watching, 32 chess persons. Now, the game of chess was... Please. The game of chess was invented by the Persians, who played it using a net and rackets, which shows how it's changed over the years. Now, the word chess is Persian for our current word, or modern word, chess, which shows you why Persian is not used often nowadays. Mate is the Persian word for meat, which gives rise to the idea one man's meat is another man's Persian. Can't steal a great joke. How many are wishing they'd gone to Hubert's Flea Circus on 42nd Street? It's still open after this. If you want. Now, what else has research given me? Now, well, I feel that now that we've dealt exhaustively with chess history, that I'll now get to the explanation of the pieces. Help me now. Let's see, this is a pawn, right? All these in the front row. Is that right? This is a rook. This would be the bishop, or guest host. Let's see, Wait a minute, I'm not, this I believe is the rabbi. It has to be a mistake. What is this? Oh, this is another bishop, right. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, I knocked over, what was that? The king and the queen. I guess those are the important things to know. Now, how the chessmen are carved tells a great deal about them. This is called the, what is it, the knight? Would this be the knight? Yeah. This is carved as part of a horse, actually. There was once a chess piece called The Politician, which was another part of a, oh, never mind. The pawn, now, is very interesting. It can do a lot of things. If it can get behind the white's line of defense, for example, it is a major achievement for the black side here. It is bad taste to refer to that as blockbusting, according to Miss Biesmeyer, our research person, who has a very warped sense of humor. The king has a cross on his head, the queen has a scallop on her head, and the bishop has a point on his head. Obviously, a Protestant designed these. Now, how do these pieces move? That is the question. Understanding chess notation will help you read the news releases about the tournament as it goes on. For example, it says here PQ3 means pawn to queen's third square, or NR3 would mean knight to rook's third square, right? So yeah, NR3, N-R3, that would mean knight to rook's third square, or KB3F would mean the king to the bathroom on the third floor. What is this? The pawn moves one square at a time, except on opening moves. It can move two, I believe, right? Stop me if this is wrong. The king jumps two forward, except one to the side or vice versa. The bishop moves diagonally. What did I say? The knight jumps two forward and one to the side, doesn't he? Did I say the knight? I mean the king? Do you care? All right, I'm sorry, because this is educational. The bishop, I believe I said, moves diagonally. Who knows how a queen moves? Let it pass. Never mind. Don't say with hand on hip and flounce on. That's a sick joke. Now, there are famous chess gambits and ploys. A popular gambit in the 15th century, you know what a gambit is. It's there's a gambit and then there's a defense. A gambit is tricks to confuse. Now, a popular one in the 15th century was Zaretsky's Blitzkrieg. Now, Zaretsky would distract his opponent by card tricks while someone nailed his opponent's pieces to the board. This is the only grandmaster ever made to stand in the corner during a national match. Miss Biesmeyer adds that a popular defense in the 19th century was known as the Italian defense. In the Italian defense, the pieces turn and run off the board. Dear Mr. Cavett, this can also be called the Hungarian defense, the Armenian defense, the Polish defense, the Irish defense, the German defense, depending on what national group you are offending this week. Oh, that's very nice. Is that about it? Do we have time for? There's one other thing here. Geraldo de Rivera, a Spanish monk, invented a brilliant psychological gambit in the 18th century, and it was this. This gave his opponent the impression that his king and queen were shrinking, which caused him to have a nervous breakdown during a major match. As we know, the way to win at chess, and that'll wind this up, is to have your opponent's television cameras removed. That's one of the ways that you can win. The real object, of course, is to trap the king or make an indelicate proposal to the queen in the midst of the game. And the ultimate purpose of the game, it says, is to mate. But throughout history, there have been many people who can't do that, and they wind up playing chess instead. Our chess lesson is at an end.